More rain on our parade. Lions injuries piling up. Stop me if you've heard that one before. Today we got word that David Montgomery will be out for the rest of the season. Aleem McNeil, Carlton Davis, and Khalil Dorsey also added to the growing list of Lions injuries.
Can we start moaning now? All season long, the Lions have been losing players to devastating injuries, but with only 3 games left in the regular season, they are getting tested even more. Sports Director Brad Galley joining us now live. Man, that game was hard to watch, but we almost did it, didn't we?
It's weird with the team that's 12-2 to lack this much optimism with just a few games left in the season, but that's the truth of where this team is at right now. Dan Campbell trying to rally these guys, and the message sharing it out loud today. We have spent this Lions season watching games and saying, "Are you kidding me?" in different tones. Great plays garner that kind of response. A 12-2 record, we've said, "Are you kidding me?" so many times along the way of this historic 14-game start. But we've also been forced to shake our fist at the sky and mumble, "Are you kidding me?" time and time again, injury after injury. David Montgomery is out for the season. Dan Campbell confirming the news Monday in Allen Park. Reports say Montgomery has a torn MCL. Calling this a huge loss isn't doing Montgomery's impact justice. He is part of Detroit's dynamic two-headed backfield. 775 yards this season. He has 12 rushing touchdowns. That's tied for 4th in the NFL. The big guy, Aleem McNeil, tore his ACL. He signed a 4-year, $97 million extension. He's been producing on a D-line, missing Aiden Hutchinson and so many key parts. Carlton Davis, he's out at least 6 weeks, could be lost for the season with a broken jaw. Here's Dan Campbell on the injuries, starting with Montgomery.
He's just the ultimate teammate, ultimate competitor. You know, we're going to miss him, man. He's another one of these guys that got us to this position, helped get us to where we're at. And man, the rest of us, we owe him to keep going and make sure that wasn't in vain. No different than Mac. Mac's out for the year. Same, he's got a knee injury. It's going to require surgery. Dorsey had his last night. CD, he's got a jaw. He'll be out. So, those guys helped us get to this point, so we owe it to them. They laid it on the line for us.
The list of injured players on defense, we couldn't get a smaller font size. It knocks the wind out of you. This is unprecedented. It's unfathomable. It's incomprehensible. ESPN's Booger McFarland posting today that Detroit's defense has started 29 different players, and yet this team is still 12-2.
Yes.
So this is Campbell's message to the team and the mental toll of all of this.
We acknowledge the fact that, man, we've lost players, we've lost really good players, but nobody cares. I mean, nobody cares, and nobody's going to give us a pass or put an asterisk next to your record. So what it means is some guys are going to have an unbelievable opportunity.
It's one way to look at it, and honestly, people have stepped up. But this is now guys stepping up for the guys who stepped up, which is crazy. Again, that this team is 12-2, still with a very reasonable shot to get the #1 seed in the NFC.
And I heard someone say today, that's why guys cry when they win the Super Bowl, because they've been through so much adversity to get to that spot. I'm not saying that we're going to the Super Bowl. I know we're all hoping, but I mean, they've just been through so much.
No surprise, the coach also saying he has to do better.
Yeah, he pointed the finger at himself last night. He's a great leader. He knows what this team has been through and what's still ahead. So we're going to keep a close eye. They have a couple guys they hope to get back in the lineup soon. I don't know about this week for Ennis Rakestraw or Ife Melifonwu, but we'll continue to be at practice, and that's something Dan Campbell had to say today too. They're going to have to get on the field to work those guys to see if they're ready to go.
And again, with all those injuries, though, we were also close. I know we lost, but we were also close.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
All right.